I think it's safe to say I just sat through the most Blumhouse film that's not even a Blumhouse film. 2019's Polaroid, which is on Netflix. I think this was supposed to come out back in 2017, I think. Yeah, principal photography began in 2017. Because I went to go see War for the Planet of the Apes, and there was a poster of this. Just a black poster with a Polaroid camera, picture out of it with something stupid on it, and just said Polaroid. It's like, oh, well, that looks like a Blumhouse film. This movie is the most common denominator of what Blumhouse or even the worst of other companies pump out for PG-13 horror films. It was directed by Lars Klevberg. Now, I just reviewed one of his films. I'm trying to remember what it was because I can't click on his name. What the hell was it I just reviewed? Because in that review, he said, I know he did something else, and then I remembered it was this. Now I can't remember what the one I actually reviewed was. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to think. I'll keep going. Stars Catherine Prescott. She's our lead. And Norwegian director Child's Play. He directed the Child's Play reboot. Okay, much better movie than this. This movie is basically The Ring, but with the Polaroid camera. And it doesn't take 7 days. It can be whenever the movie feels like it. If you have your picture taken with this Polaroid camera, you're dead. And there's this black shadowy figure in the background of your picture until you're dead. Then it goes away and you're left with just a picture. It's based on Klevberg's 2015 short film. So I'm guessing it's kind of like Lights Out. Had a short film, a little vignette, then got made into a feature length by the same director. And this shy teenage girl gets a hold of the camera. All of her friends they all get their picture taken, and she has to figure out how to stop it before they all get killed. It is PG-13. There is nothing to the characters. The writing is absolutely bare minimum. Characters are absolutely stock, even if they're not stereotypes. They're still as stock as can be. Group of friends. You have the main character. You have her love interest that wants to believe her. Her friend where something bad's happening to her. Her boyfriend that doesn't believe anything that's going on. And then the other one that doesn't do anything. So, it relies heavily on jump scares, which is one of the main criticisms for it, aside from its plot. I'm guessing it's just one of those retro things are scary. I noticed in a lot of newer, or not a lot, but in some recent horror films, it's just like, hey, old things are scary. That's why even in Child's Play, when we see Chucky's vision, it will go to static, even though nothing digital has static at all anymore. And all the deaths are off screen, don't get to see anything. The entity that's after them, it's not like she finds its origin and who it is. She just finds out how to stop it. And we basically just see its arms and legs up until the end. There really is nothing to this movie, so this is going to be a very short review, but also stars Grace Zabriskie, Samantha Logan, Tyler Young, Javier Botet, which that name sounds familiar. Okay. He's in he was in Rec 2, and Rec 3. He was in Mama, Conjuring 2. Okay, he must play the creature. Yeah, he was the leper in It. At first, when it said that he played in It, I assumed he was one of the kids. Yeah, he's sort of the kind of like an Andy Serkis, but for like costume stuff. Rec 2, Rec 3. Nina Madero. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it was the creepy zombie at the end of Rec. Mama, Conjuring 2 as the Crooked Man, the Leper and It, Slender Man and Slenderman, the Entity of Polaroid, Toeless Corpse, Scary Stories. Okay. Samantha Logan, that sounds familiar too. Teen Wolf, the TV show, which I did watch. 13 Reasons Why, which I did watch. Yeah, there really is nothing to this movie. I mean, I don't even really have to go that much into it. I mean, the first girl gets killed, sort of like in The Grudge. She hears a noise in the attic. She goes up, gets scared, she falls out, dangles by her ankles, gets sucked up. Then the Polaroid is, at a yard sale for the family. This one boy buys it, gives it to the lead girl. One guy takes a picture, or gets his picture taken with it. He gets killed. Then they're at this, I think it's like a Halloween party. Take a group picture. And then this other girl takes a selfie with it. She gets killed. The lead girl finds out about the 2 deaths back to back in 2 days. And then she puts it together, and then she goes up to all her friends in the group photo, which there's like 4 of them. Proposes the idea, and then also apparently the Polaroid is like a voodoo doll, like the worst version of a voodoo doll. I always thought voodoo doll was, okay, you inflict pain on it somehow. But I've seen some shit that take voodoo dolls to the next level, where they even make voodoo dolls do stupid dances and then the person has to do it. But like here, the friend that doesn't believe in anything, he goes to set it on fire. And as the fire hits the first person in the picture, her shirt holy shit, I am burnt up, am I? Aren't I? Holy hell. I gotta stay out of the sun. It's embarrassing. Her shirt starts to smoke, then her arm bursts into CGI fire. Yeah, everything's CGI. Can't put it out. Put the picture out, fire goes out. And then the picture with PG-13 CGI repairs itself. Which is like, okay, that's kind of a neat idea. Like, I was trying to think of how that would be applicable to The Ring. I know it has nothing to do with The Ring, but the whole, you use something, then it kills you. Kind of like the book in the Evil Dead reboot. It can't be destroyed. Your fate is sealed, I guess. Even though you can fight back in Evil Dead, and there are ways to fight it. But I don't know. I sort of liked that. I didn't mind that idea. Like, oh, okay, so no matter how you try to destroy it, it will happen to you. Even how she destroys it at the end, how she beats the entity at the end, deals with that. Because eventually she's like, fuck this. She goes to the school. The lights are all red. It's like, oh, okay, so it's like every other PG-13 horror climax. The lights just go red because that's scarier. Because in the very background of the Polaroid picture, there's a reflection of her taking the picture. So now she's in it. She decides to fight back. And all it is, it looks like a rotting corpse. It has eyes, it has teeth, but it's like this kind of gangly, rotting corpse. But there's like CGI, like, imagine how it would look underwater with like wavy things coming off of it. CGI, of course. So you can't even have a good, cool looking, practical creature. Because I'm willing to bet some of it is practical, but they put all the CGI shit on it. She takes its picture, which that's, you have to take its picture, then kill it. So you have to defeat it with its own power, I guess. It would, and there's no way I'm the only person on YouTube to make this joke. So if someone else said it, I apologize, but it's like if on an Elm Street movie, there's like, hey, we'll just wait for Freddy to go to sleep, then we'll kill him. She takes its picture, and then but of course her fingers are in the shot. So she crumples up the picture, creature contorts, crumples up. Of course we see her fingers get all, But then it undoes itself, and it can like shapeshift its arms to get these like, Baraka blades. Then she sets it on fire, and it poof. And then the lights stop being red, and she throws it into the river, the camera. This movie's a bunch of nothing. I mean, it was even a chore to sit through. Was it as bad as Bye Bye Man? No. I mean, almost. I don't hate it as much as Bye Bye Man. It had more things I liked about it, like the whole idea of no matter what you do to the picture, it's going to happen to you. Even though that was a minor thing I liked, very minorly. But no, it's not. It's in the same realm, though. I mean, yeah, it's not Blumhouse, but it is the bottom of the barrel of these theatrical release PG-13 horror films that are just full of nothing. No effort in the writing, especially the writing, the acting, the casting. Where the story goes, convenience. Some people die right away, and the creature will pop up right away. Sometimes it won't. It takes a while. It's literally just like, hey, retro things are back, Stranger Things and all that. So retro is in. Let's do a Polaroid movie, a killer Polaroid. It's basically this fucking story. Say cheese and die. Only this was a much better story. Even the episode, the TV show episode of this, one, because it had a young Ryan Gosling in it. This was better and scarier. And I always thought the camera looked stupid in the TV show. But yeah. Imagine this as a shitty, modern-day, PG-13, Bye Bye Man class mixed with Blumhouse film. That's what Polaroid is. This is much better. It took me more effort to put those books back to normal than it did to make this movie, I bet. Yeah, this movie fucking sucked. And it was boring. Nothing interesting. And I mean, if you're gonna have these sort of body count slasher elements, and no, this is not a slasher film at all. Don't call it that. Just because more than one person dies. Why make it PG-13? I mean, yeah, some movies can have people getting killed off screen, but it has atmosphere, it has tension, it has suspense, it has everything to go with it. This is one of those movies where it's nothing but jump scares. It is PG-13, so you can't have any on-screen deaths. As useless as the Prom Night remake, and as reliant on jump scares as, again, Bye Bye Man and Paranormal Activity films, yeah. This movie, no wonder this movie didn't make any movie. Movie didn't make any movie. That sounds smart. No wonder this didn't make any money. This movie fucking sucked. I mean, it made less than $2.5 million at the box office. No fucking shit. But yeah, fuck this movie.